Okay, this is sort of part two of my thoughts on the Wayward Realms. I'm at an SM mall. This is a different one now, not the one in Manila. This is the one in Bicol. This is a somewhat newer location. Okay, but what I was saying when I was in the water back there was graphics. Graphics, sure, are important, okay, but to me, they're not the most important thing. I place gameplay, story, gameplay, and the story. They're both about equal above graphics. To be quite honest, I feel like the graphics might be the last thing of importance for me. The next thing would be same goes for a voiceover. I don't mind text, having to read through pages of text for dialogue and for description of the world or anything. Think Daggerfall and Morrowind. So I have no issues with that. So first would be like the story and the gameplay, and story. The next would be, I would have to say, the magic and combat, combat magic system next, and then the soundtrack, the musical score, the orchestral music, and the next would be the graphics. So those are like the top four, top five, depending upon how you break it down. We'll call it top five. The top five, important parts to me what makes an RPG. The importance of an RPG. Okay, so yeah, sure, graphics are a part of it, but for me on my list, it's the last two. Which it seems like the Wayward Realms is going that route, which I love, and it's, to be quite honest, taking it a step further with the way that AI is being used to be almost like a virtual and perpetual, ever-present DM, Dungeon Master, where the game is adapting to your play style, to your character, and the choices you make. There's a game called Tales of Mazara, and I have this game, but I've never played it. But there was a video I watched talking about it, how it's, if he had to be stranded on an island or something, or stuck with only one game for the rest of his life, that would be the one, because it has it all. And it's always procedurally generated, the dungeons, the world. Each adventure is different. There's so many, 30, 40 different kind of races and classes. So I'm really interested in trying that out. So when I get back home, home back in America, then I'll probably do a first impression. I will do a first impression video on it. But it's kind of similar to that, that type of, the way the game will be. Although not, as I explained before, it's not like the world will be completely new and be rebuilt. It's a set world. Skyrim is a set world. Whiterun will always be where it is. The College of Winterhold, the Riverwood will always be where they are. But what populates that world and how that world interacts with you, the NPCs interact with you, and all that is what's going to change. And even the stores, the location of the stores, that's going to be different. And of course, in the quest, you will see. I think that's it. That will conclude my thoughts on the Wayward Realms so far, the final part. Shorter than part one, of course. I'm sure you're able to hear me a lot better because you're hearing the crashing of the waves when I was standing in the water back at the beach. But I don't know how that's going to come out of the speakers, at home, the PC speakers versus the speakers on my phone. Okay.